Here we go. Maybe.
His nickname is Superbad.
Oh, I hope we don't lose everything. I'm gonna feel like a jackass.
What kind of things do they do in an establishment called Silk? Pretty sure she gets a lot of comments about how effing hot she is, so she's probably tired of him. But
Well, you kind of had to suspect that that's what was going on anyway.
there's no reason he shouldn't have qualified. I guess he did crash kind of twice.
Throwing
Yes.
that at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
This is the Talkin Moto podcast.
Hello, pretty face, I've seen you along the way. I'd like to get to know you, if that'd be okay. These questions that I ask, they might seem a little strange, or forward to your mind, even sound a bit deranged. Prepare them for the time, you see all I am is peeking at this checklist that I have, and the boxes I'm deleting. It's both for our own good, and it's what I do to say, if a future we do have, if conversation would remain.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in tonight. It is June 29th, 2015, and yeah, we're a man down. Man down tonight. Maybe he might make it in. Jason, he's MIA. Apparently, Jeff maybe can chime in. You guys got a little bit of weather up there this evening. But
I think he might have got sucked off into Oz.
so
Good chance there's a tornado up there.
yeah, he sent me a message, I don't know, maybe a half hour ago, and he's like, I got no power, sirens are going off, call me. So hopefully everything's all right, but yeah, so that's that is not cool. But hey, Jeff, kind of bouncing around. It's going to be kind of a weird show, I think, tonight. But Loberg's coming on. We talked to him a couple weeks ago already. Kind of crazy how time flies. But ran into him at that memorial race at Kellogg. How'd you end up finishing second motos?
I won one of them. And then, I won that second moto event, and then in plus 25, I stalled the motorcycle when I was going for a pass, and just kind of took the rest of I just took the rest of the moto to just kind of screw around. Didn't really, I wasn't in any kind of hurry. I was beat. I was exhausted.
That's all right. That's a good time, though.
Yeah, it was. That weekend was pretty awesome. My camper kind of sucked, but other than that, the weekend was good.
What happened to the camper?
Well, I had problems with it on Friday with my refrigerator, and then on the way home, I ended up blowing a front tire.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
So, no, I had my driver tire explode on me when I was about 2 miles from home.
Did you just have to cruise her in on the rim or what?
Yep, I just drove 2 miles on a totally deflated tire that I thought was going to come off of the bead, but it actually didn't, and didn't wreck the rim or nothing. So I managed to limp it home, and I don't know, put that on the project list.
Do you still have the golf cart?
No, I mean I still possess it, but it's sold. So
See, that's good. That didn't take long.
no,
So
I didn't even need to look outside my family for that. So.
Oh. Well, I tried to share it, and
It happens.
someone always needs a golf cart. Well, shoot, let's start over here. Would like to thank everyone that's been helping us out. I feel bad, Mike, at MB1. We got 2 revalves to give away, and we haven't had a show, 2 weeks? And it feels like we just had a show, and busy. I'm guessing you guys feel the same way. Busy all the time. So, still got that to give away. So, thanks to Mike at MB1 for that. Everyone at Motokazi. It was cool, especially at the regional. I got to spend a little time with Matt down at Plainview Power Sports, so that was pretty cool. Talked with Clayton and Jenna at Fine Tune Motorsports. Jason's got that Northland MX. Chad and Andy at the Open Mic podcast. And this SKD character. So thanks everyone that's been helping us out. And people that have been buying t-shirts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm officially out. I did a little run. They are all gone. So that's good. Gave a few away at the regional. So, but yeah. What'd you think of the Mutter this weekend?
I hate mud. Not really a big fan of races that are muddy, especially when it seems like every time there's a Mutter, the timing and scoring goes out at the track, and you end up, I don't know, it's just not as much fun to watch the guys flounder.
No, I was thinking it'd be fun to be there, you know, standing in the mud, getting hit in the face with mud. But, like, watching a mud race on TV is horrible.
It could be fun. I was at the one at Millville in 06, I think it was, and when the second moto was just downpoured, when it was fun, but, yeah, it doesn't make for great racing.
No. See, that's what I liked about that race, you know, because first motos, the track was awesome, you know. So you got to see, like, the good and the bad, you know. It wasn't just a complete mud hole, you know. So being able to watch the guys when the track's good and then you got to see them struggle second moto. So that I like that, but yeah.
Well, the problem with being there in person is you don't have that timing and scoring, so you really don't know what's going on once they get all covered in mud. At least on TV, this time, partway through the race, I think we were able to figure out what position everyone was in, but
who was who?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not. You're gonna have probably one a year. I don't think last year we really had one, but there's been, there's usually you can count on one for sure a year, and it's just, I don't know. You get weird things that happen. This weekend was no different. There was a new first moto winner, which in the 250 class, or a new moto winner, which is, I don't know. Not that Alex wouldn't do it this year. It was his best shot, but, you just don't expect. You never know what to expect with the mud, I guess. So.
Right. Yeah. And
Barsha, had his best performance, and so.
Yeah, I would have left the bike in the truck. That would have been me. Fair weather riding it.
It didn't look too bad. I mean, they looked like they were actually able to somewhat ride. It was still it was weird because there was some guys still hucking the big jumps at the end, and so I don't know how slippery it really was. It was kind of an odd. I don't know what the dirt's like there, I guess. So I've never been there, but.
Well, perhaps Mr. Loberg can enlighten us on the conditions in a little while. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Got it on my notes as like 6 rounds down, and we got 6 more to go. And once again, we didn't get to see Muskin and Martin battle it out. Do you think it's going to happen this year? Maybe.
Who knows?
Hopefully. But
I feel like we had something similar to this a few years back. I don't know if it was. I don't remember if it was in the 450 class or 250 class, but it was one of them deals where you just kept waiting for the 2 front runners to duke it out, and it never really came. And it's frustrating because it's hard to determine who's really the better rider. Obviously, the points can determine that, but if you want to see a battle where nothing goes wrong for either one of them, and it's just all about their speed and skill, I don't know if we're going to get that.
Right. Yeah, it just seems like when one gets the start, the other one is kind of so-so, or vice versa, But, damn, is what I thought. What I was thinking today, and, this is a real good idea because I come up with it, is one lines up on the far left, the other one lines up on the far right, and those are the only 2 gates that drop. So they can get out in front, then let everybody else go. Is that going to happen? Can we make that happen?
You could work on that. Millville's coming up. It'd be your best shot to make that happen. You could probably
Need a delayed gate drop.
Pay someone to make that happen.
Ah, shoot. So yeah, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool with Alex. I had last week when we were off, I was on Brad's podcast, the Big MX Radio, and he posted something. Man, that dude posts a lot of Instagram stuff. So, but it was pretty funny. He posted something about X-Brand goggles, and being Alex's first win and this and that, and I just kind of chuckled because it was like, what did Alex finish each moto without, So, no goggles. Like, I don't know if you can claim good things about your goggles when you didn't finish either moto with them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm just giving you shit. But thought that was kind of funny. But oh heck,
I gotta say, we gotta see Alex do that on dry ground now. I think, that's obviously got to be a big boost, and he's been riding awesome this year. So it'll be interesting to see if he can put together a moto win, not in the mud. And I think, what was it? That Jeremy was ahead of him. I don't think I watched the first moto. I just watched the NBC recap. So
yeah,
he was kind of gifted that at the end there. It sounded like Jeremy stalled it or something, and Alex got by him. But
yeah, because Hampshire, I think, was leading it. I think I got that right. Hampshire was leading it, and then Alex was in second, and then Hampshire crashed. So then, yeah, but I mean, Alex led pretty much till the last lap, or with 2 laps to go, or something like that. But then, yeah, I think he lost his goggles, and then I think he said lost his rear brakes, so he was just kind of cruising around. But yeah, and then his brother got him, and then was kind of gapping him a little bit, and then on the last lap he ended up stalling it, but which I thought was pretty crazy because I seen him stall it, and I'm like, oh shit, Then I'm thinking he's not gonna get that thing started, but got it started pretty quick, so it wasn't too bad. But definitely,
I kept hoping for Jeremy to stall it or something on the second moto to let Alex buy him, but without making it too obvious. I wanted Alex to win the overall. I thought that would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. But
yeah, we'll see. It should give Alex a lot of confidence coming into. I'm sure he's really good at the next 2 tracks. So it should be interesting to see how he's riding now after that.
No, I think he's doing really good. So
I got kind of spoiled on that. I saw someone post something on Facebook before I got a chance to watch it on Saturday, so I kind of knew. I read the Facebook post and I didn't quite remember if it said anything about winning an overall or winning the moto. I couldn't remember, so I kind of knew that Alex was going to do well. I just didn't know when I watched the recap. I thought, oh, maybe he finished second and then came back and finished second or something and won the overall. Right. But then when that moto win happened, and then I was sitting there thinking, okay, maybe he does it again in the second moto. I just had a feeling. I mean, I guess I knew he won something. I just wasn't sure if it was a moto or an overall. So it was kind of sucks when you get the results spoiled like that. But it was still something cool to watch. So I saw that in the first moto of the 250s, there was 4 guys. Well, what was it? Alex and Jeremy, and I'm gonna claim Christian Craig since he lives in Minnesota now, and then Mitchell Oldenburg was 10th. So we had four ex-Minnesotans or people that live in Minnesota in the top 10.
Right. I still can claim them. We'll claim them. But what I know this is kind of old news now, but what's your thoughts since we didn't do a show last week on Reed's deal closing up?
I don't know. I don't really have a lot of thoughts about it, but I'm interested to see where he ends up and what's going on. I listened to that. There was a podcast that was done. I don't know, right after it, I guess, and kind of heard that he's interested in spending his last year or so focusing on one thing, and that should be good for him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot more to it than obviously what we're hearing, but I mean it makes sense. I mean that's a lot of stuff for one guy to take on, and all the other stuff that goes with it that a lot of the other people don't have to worry about. It's like your job's to go race, and that's it. You're not worrying about all the other behind the scenes crap. So I mean I totally can get it, and he's got a lot of top guys too that are on his side, so it's a lot of money I'm sure that gets spent. And but I don't know. I'd like to think a lot of that stuff's already covered before the year gets started, but I'm just a sticker guy. What do I know?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a weird deal to have it happen right in the middle of the season, but I guess he had to get his shoulder fixed, so why keep going? Haven't results. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if he's got anything left in him. So
I think so. I don't think he's done. But especially too, I think with I don't know. I think like the Supercross only, maybe that's maybe a better fit for him. A little bit more of a show, and I don't know. Maybe it's easy. Would it make sense if it'd be easier than outdoors? But
well, it's definitely. I think it's his best shot at having any success, so he's got to take it. That's what he's got to do. I think the outdoors. I mean, I don't know. You never know, I guess, because back in 2011, I didn't think he was going to be as good as he was outdoors either. He had never had a history of doing that well outdoors. So when he came back in 2011, when he first started his team, it was whooping everyone,
right.
But I just don't think that he's got that in him anymore. And why not go Supercross only? It's a lot better schedule. Get all summer off and then focus on one aspect of the sport.
No, I'd agree with you on that one. So what else do we got? So do we know where Webb is going? I haven't heard this yet. Because Alex is joining. Huh?
He's staying put.
So they're having 3 guys on Star Racing next year?
4.
Oh, Rodriguez, right?
No, Rodriguez is gone, but I think it's isn't Plessinger on the team still?
Ah, shitballs.
I think it's Cooper, Jeremy, Alex, and Plessinger.
So that'd be all right.
It'd be a good team. Well, that's perfect for Supercross. Get 2 east and 2 west. It's a lot outdoors, but what the hell? You're going anyway.
Right.
just another bike and rider and mechanic, and only money.
It's only money. Oh, shoot. Hang on here. Enjoy this beautiful downtime. Shit. I can't talk and text at the same time. I can't do it.
That's pretty typical.
I know. All right, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to give Jake a call. Feeling pretty out of it tonight. It's not good.
Yeah, you and me both, man.
Mondays are horrible. All right, let's.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have this weird feeling that I'm going to be dialing the wrong number. That could be entertaining.
Kind of weird.
What else was I going to call or ask you about? What'd you think of Dungy's little trip over the handlebars?
Oof. I thought he was hurt when it first happened. I thought, oh, God, here we go. He's hurt. But I was actually kind of like, all right, this could be kind of cool. We'll shake up the points and try to get them a little closer. And then Roxon kind of pooped the bed and wasn't able to do anything.
Yeah, what, was he sick or something?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
What the hell?
All right, here we go. Let's give this a shot. Oh, your brother. Yeah, you said it was Plessinger. I wasn't paying attention. Someday we'll figure out how to delete the ringing.
Hello?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Jake, how's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're a man down. We're struggling tonight, but it's all good. It's all good. So, oh boy, how was that mud this weekend?
It wasn't too bad. And first moto in practice, and then second moto was a jet ski race. But it could have been worse.
What
Scott, I don't know if it's just me or not, but I can't hear him, so.
Oh no. That's not good.
I don't know if anyone else can.
I hear you. That's not good. Jake, you're still with us, right?
Yep.
Damn it. Do you want to try coming back in, Jeff?
Yeah, I'll jump out and back in.
All right. Sorry, bud. You getting any rain up there, Jake?
We did. It's done now.
Yeah, Jason was saying it was pretty ugly in Farmington, so.
Yeah, I think we just got an edge of it.
So you're further north, right?
Yeah, I'm north of the city, about 20, 25 minutes.
That's not so bad. Come on, Jeff.
It's all good. I'm back in here and I can hear him.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that you even left. So, cool.
Stealth.
All right. So we're back. Everyone can
All right.
hear everybody. So,
What's up, Jake?
How's it going?
Living the dream.
I hear you there.
what did you end up qualifying?
I qualified 26th.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the best yet, so hoping to keep that momentum going.
I was gonna say, yeah. You started Thunder Valley was your first race of the year, and then
Yep.
yeah, you've been hitting everyone since. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The reason I brought up the qualifying is I kind of started to swear at the computer on Saturday when I was. I didn't even see what happened, but Cole Seeley, did he have a crash? Did you hear or see?
I didn't. I heard bike troubles, but then I thought I read something about getting checked.
Yeah.
I heard bike trouble.
Yeah, because I was. What did they say? Like they only took the top 40. There was no consi race, and then if you were top 10 in points, you would have got a provisional. I know he was outside of the top 10, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of that provisional. It's like you have to qualify. If you don't qualify, then you should be out. So.
Yeah. I think it's a little unfair, but what do you do? It's all political.
Yeah, it's like. So how bad was the scooter? It's gonna be okay. Didn't wreck anything.
No, I rode her today and seemed to be all right.
I don't know, man. I couldn't ride in the mud.
Yeah, it was definitely a spot that cross. being the only bike I have.
Well, yeah, especially I think that was Barsha, you know, it's like, yeah, the guys were busy. On my third motor of the day, you know, it's like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So so you're already back home. Just done, as soon as the race is over, you're turning around, heading back, or?
Yep. Yeah. Try and be back by Sunday night or Monday morning.
So then get a couple days of work in, and then off to Redbud.
Yep. Hopefully ride tomorrow, Wednesday, and then for Redbud Thursday afternoon.
Stopping by Milwaukee, picking me up.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'll make it back out there. But
Yeah.
How far are you from Redbud, Scott?
Shit, I don't even know. It's got, well, isn't it 12 hours from the cities?
It's only about 10, 11 for us.
So, all right, it's got to be like 6 hours, maybe.
Oh, I thought you were closer than that.
I don't think so. Down around through Chicago. Yeah, because I think last time we went, I had the bright idea we'd go on, I think that's when it was still on Sundays. We'd go Sunday, and then we'd just drive it all when we got done, you know. But I was like, we made it to my wife's parents. They live out here. I was like, yeah, we're not going to make it home. So we ended up just crashing here. So who's all helping you out, Jake?
SOS Manufacturing, they manufacture wire harnesses for basically anything you need, and Casual Cycle, get my bikes to them, parts and whatever, and 100%, 7, JGR Max, helps me out here. Got a couple others, and here, this little small Black Diamond makes the bikes look good.
Hell yeah. What about who's wrenching for you?
Different person every weekend. I have my dad at a couple, and last weekend I had my buddy Derek come with me, and then the week before that I had Cody LaCour with me.
Cool. Sorry, I think I cut you off. You were still thanking a few people there.
Yeah.
What an ass. Yeah, I seen that picture of Cody. Man, I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, he's real low key these days.
Cool. What else? So I seen High Point was your best. You got what, 24th? Am I seeing that right?
Yep, I went 24 for 25th overall.
Cool. What's been the best track so far? Even if say results weren't there, which one have you enjoyed riding the most?
I liked High Point, and they changed the track a bunch, and it was super fun.
Was that? Do I got my tracks confused? Which one had that huge, like, there were like two tabletops, but everyone was kind of jumping the whole thing? Was that High Point or is that Muddy Creek?
They both had one like that. High Point had like a big camelback kind of thing, and then Muddy Creek had like a double tabletop, and you could jump over the both of them.
Nope, not for me. It's two tabletops. What
Well, High Point's the one that had that guy that crashed big time. I forget his name, but Brock Schmelian. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they got that's kind of a trend this year, huh? To build a massive jump somewhere. I wonder if that's gonna. Obviously, Redbud, you got the Rocco's Leap, but I wonder if they're gonna put out any other massive jumps.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do you like that kind of thing, or do you prefer a little more tamed down? I mean, I guess on a 450, it's probably not that hard to do them, but
I mean, I like it. They have their advantages. I mean, but I like the rutted turns. More rutted turns or more passing.
So is this your first go at the Nationals, or have you done it? I think you did it in previous years, haven't you?
Yeah, I attempted it and just qualified for Millville, and then 2012 I went out and qualified for, I think I did 6, and I qualified for 5 of them. And then 13 I got hurt in Supercross, and I missed that whole year. And then last year I was at the racing. I just raced Redbud and Millville.
Okay. Would you say that the tracks, they're leaving them a lot rougher this year? Is that something you've noticed as a rider?
Yeah, they have by far the craziest conditions yet. High Point wasn't too bad, but the one that stands out was Lakewood. Colorado was beyond rutted, and everything got really hard, so the rest.
Stupid cell phones. Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking? Well, Jeff kind of just asked this, but like Millville, you think? I mean, what's a big jump there now? You know, they'd have to.
I would say, yeah, they'd have to make catapults by the base one.
And that's not.
I mean, when they first built the Holy Schmidt, that one was pretty big, so you could jump the whole thing, but.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like 2006, 2007 when it was huge.
Yeah. But now it's just probably just the Camelback.
Oh.
I say it's not that big. I've never made it, but
when they first built that Holy Schmidt, when it was a brand new jump, and I think back then, you know, you had Stewart was still on a 125, and there was a picture of him attempting it, and it was huge. And I think in the 450 class, there was like 4 guys jumping it consistently, and that's it. Everyone else was just jumping the tabletop part of it. But it was massive back in the day.
Yeah, it was pretty massive. I remember watching as a kid.
I'm not a fan of that stuff. It's like I'd rather have, you know, even like Larocco's Leap, and I think all the 450 guys, I think, should be able to make it. And, you know, I'd say, I don't know if half the 250 guys. I think having a big jump that only 3% of the guys are doing just isn't really entertaining to me, you know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's kind of a challenge, but, like, I don't know. To me, if not everyone's hitting it, then it's just, to me, a waste. But what do you think, Jeff?
Well, I think they try to, you know, and maybe I guess from a racer standpoint, Jake can chime in. They try to. You got some of the really top level guys that want hard tracks because they want separation. But then, as a fan, I'd like to see less separation and closer racing. So I don't know how you feel about it, Jake, but to have. I mean, obviously some of them jumps are probably pretty intimidating. And if you were on a 250, you know, and you probably feel like you have to do it to be competitive, that's kind of crazy. You know, then you don't want to end up getting hurt just to try to, because you were trying something you shouldn't have. But
yeah, it's at this level, it's either you're going to do this jump and make it and be in the show, or you're packing up and going home early. And that's really the case in Supercross, too. You got to hit it.
Yeah, Supercross seems like a lot less margin for error too. You're likely to get hurt if you don't make it.
Yeah.
Looks like I'd be going home early a lot then. Well, cool, bud. Well, thanks for coming on. What else you got planned? How is it riding? I don't know if you get to ride with them anymore or not, but who do you ride with back home? I know I've seen some photos of you with Craig, and I'm guessing he's probably kind of out and about now, huh? He's not still, or is he still sticking around?
Yeah, he's still sticking around. We rode today. Usually me, Craig, Chase Sexton, he's from Illinois, and Clay Tepesky and Schnagel. We just have a pretty good group to train with.
Awesome.
I saw Clay. Clay lapped me at Kellogg last weekend, and I was very thankful he did because I did not want to do the last lap.
Yeah.
I don't know what class he was running. It must have been 14 to 24, but he was out there moving pretty good.
Yeah.
He's also really good at mad skills. You know that? I don't know if you
Yeah,
play
he's
that.
very good.
Yeah, he's always, not always, but a lot of times he's leading the state. So.
Him or Spodercross.
Yeah, who is Spodercross?
Dylan DeGrosse.
Okay. Yeah, there's only a few that I guess it's like the same handful of guys that are leading the state. I think I've led the state one time maybe, but not for very long. But
I haven't played that game in a couple weeks. Jeff's
get back on that horse.
No, I'm sick of losing to you. I have to take a break.
Everyone is sick of losing to me because none of my friends play me anymore.
But well, cool, man. Well, we can let you go. Let you get back to relaxing.
Yeah.
Taking it easy. But no, I think it's cool, and hopefully we can hunt you down at Millville. And I don't know. I definitely not. I wanted to go to Redbud. It's just it's freaking summertime and busy time, I guess. So I'll probably make Millville, and that's gonna be about it. But it is pretty cool. I do like, kind of keeping track of you guys, especially since not at the races, at least checking the live timing and seeing where you guys are at. So it's been fun for me keeping tabs on you.
Yeah. Thank you.
But you got anything else, Jeff?
No, I guess good luck, and hopefully it's a little drier at Redbud.
Weather's forecast is looking good so far.
All right. Well.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, have me.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep, thanks.
Yep. Bye.
Hey, Jake.
Bye.
I feel very unprepared. I gotta quit doing this.
Yeah.
I need another day.
Another day of what?
Another day.
To not prepare?
Well, no. I need one day that I can not do work stuff and not do SKD stuff.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
That's not gonna happen, is it?
Those days don't exist. You need to add a day in the week. Then you need to get like an eighth day somewhere in between, like Sunday and Monday, like a schmunday or something.
Because I feel horrible. It's like I got all these plans. I just don't have enough time. Maybe Monday's not a good day. I don't know. Ay. But all right, should we hit up that?
You picked the day. No one forced you to pick Monday.
Well, Monday was the only day that worked for all of us, so it at the time seemed like a good idea. But yeah, it's just like Sunday, and I'm like, all right, and then I don't know. I think what the big problem now is just we're so busy at work. So it's like normally I'd leave at 4:00. Well, then I'm home at 4:30, and now it just doesn't work out that way anymore. So getting home later. Mondays we make tacos, because that's the only thing I can make, and not wreck. So, yeah.
Tacos are not for Monday. You have to have them Tuesday.
I know.
I don't know what you're doing. You're wrong.
We do things a little different. So.
Over in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Well, you are in the Eastern time zone, so.
so.
Maybe it's already Tuesday over there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. But
hey, you think you're busy? Take all that stuff you're doing and add 2 kids and a wife and 8 million household projects, and that's my life. So.
Yeah, I know. See, that's just it. I'm not. Yeah, you got the crafting thing down.
I feel bad because I don't put a lot of I don't put a lot of effort into this thing, but I don't have a lot of extra time to give. So.
No, I hear you. I appreciate you coming on, though. It's tough. It's tough. It's like some days, like, I don't. But then sometimes when we just wing it, that's kind of, it turns out pretty good.
Yeah. It depends on, I mean, a lot of it is dictated by the mood that we're all in. And I don't know. I was sleeping, like, I just woke up when I came on here. So I'm finally waking up a little bit more and coming around. But, well, and it's hard, too, to get things to talk about. It's like, you know, I mean, what do you talk about exactly? You've got to keep it entertaining. You have to have relevant things to talk about that people want to hear. So
I think sometimes
that's why we don't talk about the races half the time. Sometimes we just get on tangents and go and
which is good. Because, like, I don't know, they can listen to you know, some other podcasts that talk about the same thing every day, 3 days a week.
Yeah.
But all right, let's set up this commercial and then we'll wrap it up. Maybe get out of here early. How's that sound?
All right. Well, do the commercial and then we'll think about it.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that's been supporting the Talkin Moto podcast. It has been amazing. We have a great group of guys. We have an awesome list of sponsors. So please keep sharing, keep liking, keep spreading the word about the Talkin Moto podcast. And I hope you're enjoying the show. A special thanks to Motokazi.com. Motokazi holds AMA District 23 sanctioned races at both Kellogg and Mankato, as well as hosts the Motokazi Supercross Championship Series, which is all over Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. They also have organized practice at Kellogg, Jordan, and at Mankato, as well as offer race schools, so you can get all tuned in on all your riding techniques. Make sure to check out Motokazi.com for more details. We would like to thank Mike from MB1 Suspension. Based out of Corona, California, they offer suspension, engine, and coating services. Please give them a call today at 951-371-5045 or check them out online at mb1suspension.com and make sure to tell them that you heard about them from us on the Talkin Moto podcast. Hey, we got Andy and Chad from the Open Mic. It's a weekly comedy podcast, and they talk about anything and everything, and they usually do. I've been on the podcast a few times, and it is a good time for sure. It's Friday nights, 8 p.m. Central. It's available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. There's more information available online at theopenmicpodcast.com. Pro Action by FTM is one of our many great sponsors. FTM offers support to you, the rider, trackside, so when you need it the most, FTM is there for you. Not only do they offer great suspension work, but they also have many other great bike parts and accessories to help you out on the track. So make sure to check them out today at finetune.com. The Talkin Moto podcast is proud to announce that they've teamed up with Plainview Powersports. Plainview Powersports is your Kawasaki motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side headquarters. Located in Plainview, Minnesota, you can reach them at 507-534-3520 or check them out online at plainview-powersports.com. All right, thanks everyone for listening to us on the Talkin Moto podcast. We really appreciate it. If you can, go on to our website, talkinmoto.com. Support those that are supporting us. Everyone's link is up on the website. We're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on SoundCloud. Everything gets posted up on YouTube. So please give us a like, share, subscribe, and I hope you're enjoying the show. So let's get back to it. All right, guys, welcome back. Did you make
Are
it
you
back,
talking
Jeff?
to me?
I don't know. Whoever's
I'm-
listening. Whoever. Huh?
I'm here.
I got a little rant, and people can
Get going.
people can tell me if I'm out of line, but they were kind of stroking Roxon again. I don't know if you saw that via the television, but like I'm watching practice, and it's like they're just showing Roxon like tootling around, and then they had like that little segment, like how he started off the year in the hospital and this and that, and it bugs me. I don't know why, but maybe just.
didn't-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Why would they do that? Is it just because it was his time to have a little segment about him?
I don't know. It's just like, to me, it's like it's the same. It's like the same shit. Pardon my language, but like talk about something else. You know, it's like what was it? Starling was running what, second or whatever in that first moto. I could have this position wrong, but he was running up near the front. He got a good start, and like
Yep.
just nothing. You know, it's like they kind of talk about it, and then start a second moto. I get talking to Martin or Alex, but then it's like they're talking to Webb again, and then there's Starling in the background with his mechanic, kind of messing around with like the pit board. You know, and it's like I don't know. But I was really hoping Dungey would have obviously won first moto, and I was hoping he was gonna do some good damage that second moto, but it looked like he was in a good spot until they went off that jump. Then it kind of went south on him. But
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't happen more often, to be honest, because the guys were catching the top of that pretty regularly, and I'm surprised it didn't bite anyone else.
right, yeah, that was pretty ugly, you know, especially when there's 30 guys behind you.
Yeah, and the only one that hits him is local Jesse Wentland.
It happens. So I don't know. I don't know. Just to me, it seems like it's Roxon's title to lose. Yet he's 37 points down. That's how it comes across to me.
Well, you do realize that he's the reigning champ, so they put a little more emphasis on him than they might otherwise. What the? Someone calling me?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get that side of it, but like, it's just to me, it's like they're just kind of stepping right over Dungey, and it's all Roxon. So, but that's kind of my rant. Maybe it's not a good rant, but that's my thought. I know you. What's that?
Your rant sucks.
I know. I know you guys haven't been playing. I've been struggling with the old fantasy picks, and our buddy MX Talk, he's pretty much kicking everyone's ass. By the way, if you haven't checked it out, he's 230 points ahead of everybody.
Jeez.
So,
A healthy points lead.
yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I think what did he have, like 8 or 9 out of 12 he got right. So scored like 180 some points in one weekend. But
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty disastrous. I had Dungey to win, Roxon, Anderson, Barsha, and Tickle. So one crashed, one apparently sick. Anderson wasn't horrible. And then obviously I would have never picked Barsha to win, but I guess now if it's muddy, might have to bump him up a little bit. But then
I think,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
not that I get into the fantasy thing very much, obviously, because I haven't been able to submit any picks at all. But are you doing the fantasy the same way you did in Supercross, where you pick the top 5 or whatever, and then you get the points if you match it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yep, you do top 5 overall finishes, and then kind of took a little bit from the Rocky Mountain with like the wild card type of thing. So it's been 10th overall. I was going to try to mix it up a little bit, and I still probably will, but I don't always have time to change that stuff. So, but yeah, if you get the random overall finish, that's just like getting a first, so you get 25 for that. And then sometimes I'll mix it up for 250s. You know, if you pick a moto winner, it's only 10 points, but yeah, so kind of a few extra options for guys to get points, and then it's all together. There's no 250s or 450s as far as the point system. They're separate, but it just counts as one score.
Yeah.
So
I guess what I'd like to see, and I don't know if any fantasy league does it, I'm not saying you need to, but it'd be cool to have one where you pick your team essentially, and you know whatever they do for that weekend is your points. So, and then you have to have limits, of course, on whether or not you can pick how many times you can pick a rider throughout the season. Like, let's say you can only use Dungey twice, or you can only use everyone twice. So you can't use Dungey every weekend. You know, you got to use him when you think he's going to go 1-1, and then you get 50 points. But otherwise, you know, you basically pick a team. Just like I don't know if that's how, I guess I've never played regular fantasy sports, but I think that's kind of how they do it. You pick a roster, and then how well those guys do is how many points you get.
right.
That might be a little more fun for me anyway, just because there's some strategy involved. But you know, you can't. You got to try to pick guys that you think are going to do well at a certain track and give you the best chance at scoring the most points. So.
Right. I know they do that one where if you pick, you know, say this weekend you pick Dungey, now next weekend you can't pick him. But yeah, that's I get
It'd
what
be a lot harder to administer. I know that.
Right, yeah, because like sometimes I can't even get guys to remember what their team name is. Let alone who they picked. I really wish if I could make it where they could log in, and I'm sure you can. It's a plug-in, or you'd have to write some software or something or buy something, but for what we're doing, I think it's good.
Well, if you got to buy something, then I'm out.
There was a little chatter. Some guys want to do a cash one for Supercross next year.
It'll be all right.
And I'm like, hey, we can do that, you know, but maybe just people that want to do it, you know, we can set that kind of a little side pot and, you know, still be in on all the running for everything else, but, you know, not everyone has to throw in money to see who's the best at making picks. But yeah, so after I submitted my picks, I had for 250s, I had Jeremy, Muskin, AC, Osborne, and Savachi. And then like I submit my picks, and I'm like, oh shit, completely forgot about Alex. So it was a rough go for me this weekend. But it is what it is.
No? What else you got?
It's gonna be about it, bud.
Me too.
I didn't. I thought it was pretty cool on Sunday. I didn't get to watch. Well, it was on in the background. I was busy doing other stuff, but they had like, did they have like all of the GPs on Sunday?
Yeah, some of them got re-recorded on mine.
So
Then more on.
I thought that was pretty cool, but I didn't hear, or we were talking about it kind of before we started, but Hurlings broke his collarbone or something. Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he broke his collarbone at Teutschental or whatever the hell it's called. And sounds like he's going to get deflated and try to be back for the GP of Sweden this weekend. So
Why does he do that?
I don't know, man. That guy's been crashing. You know, did you see the crash?
No.
He scrubbed on the jump. Remember Tomac crashing at the Motocross of Nations
Yep.
2 years ago or last year? 2 years ago, in Germany, I think. I don't know. That was the same jump that Hurlings went down on, but when he scrubbed, he caught his handlebar. So his inside handlebar caught the lip of the jump because he scrubbed it so soon, I guess, and so low, and it caused him to flip up over the bars, kind of. So, and he was in like second when it happened, so it was pretty damn sketchy to be right in the front of the pack.
Oh, and it was early too in the race.
Oh yeah, right away. First moto, crashes and goes out with broken collarbone. But he still got 100 points on second place, so he still got plenty of.
To me, it's like he can ride at probably. Maybe this makes me sound like a jackass, but like I think he could ride around at what 60-70% and be just fine.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he'd win necessarily because there's a lot of guys that are coming on pretty strong, but they, he definitely doesn't need to take too many chances in the opening laps.
Right.
He just needs to clean and then focus on going fast after that. But this was, there was some questions about why he would try to scrub that jump like that in the very beginning because there's so much to lose and not a lot to gain really. But I don't know. I guess it's you kind of lose your mind a little bit when you're in the heat of the moment.
So what, in like 3 years he'll move up?
Well, yeah, I don't know if he's probably going to win the title this year, and I don't know if he's going to try again next year.
I thought I heard that he's in for next year, but I forget. I don't follow. You follow it pretty close.
I think he's 20 years old, so I think by the rules he can stay in it for 3 more years. But I don't know how that rule applies if you win. I don't think it has anything to do with titles. I think you can win as many titles as you want until you're 23, and then you got to get out of the class. So, I don't know. It'd be interesting if Caroli doesn't win the championship, which he's likely not to this year. It's getting kind of tough. Of course, I guess would they have a little switch up there? Roman Favre is the points leader now because Nagel broke his foot or a bone in his leg or something. We don't really know. So he didn't race in Germany. And then Caroli broke a bone in his arm the weekend before. So he's kind of weak. So I don't know what's going on in that class. But if he doesn't win it, I wouldn't be surprised if they moved him up because KTM's only got really one solid shot at a championship in the GP class with Caroli. So I'm sure they'd like to keep that championship over the little bike, but
I haven't even heard anything about RV.
Well, he's just hiding from everyone. I'm pretty sure he's probably not in any hurry to go back there and get work. So
shoot.
I'm guessing he's done. I'm sure we'll never see him again.
Just vanished.
Yeah.
Shoot. What else? I think Shorty's coming back this weekend. Heard Millsaps is back this weekend.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I got.
I'm with you on that, I guess.
So. Oh no! This is what I wanted to talk about. Not really.
Did you send us a file of some thoughts?
What was that?
I saw that. Did you email us a little?
Yeah.
Here's what I want to talk about. Okay.
I don't know if it's really what we need to talk about. This kind of my 2 cents and topics that I got. Of course, sometimes I don't even pay attention to them, or we get sidetracked by shiny things. But what did we see? Wentland got that hard charger.
Oh yeah.
And then I seen Williams got that Kevin Crine Privateer Award, so that's pretty cool. Good deal.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to read up your little list.
Yeah, don't make fun of my and/or grammar. But let's see, what else? Come on, computer, work. Let's see. We did get a few extra likes on the old trusty Facebook, so.
You got some, Mitchell Oldenburg? You talking about that? That's kind of old news that he is going to stay with KTM.
That's
for
what,
Lee.
yeah. Yeah, I was kind of hoping he'd be doing a little bit better. I don't know. But.
Are you, do you watch Racer X at all?
The little show thing?
No, I mean, do you go on the website at all? I mean, I check Racer X all the time, but I'm just wondering how often you're on there.
Well, okay, this is me being honest. I check it out, and then I see sometimes it's like the same shit, and then I won't click on it.
Yeah.
So like I'll skim over a lot of stuff.
They're talking about recently. We just been on there talking about how, with the economy in most places kind of back to somewhat normal, why isn't local motocross kind of doing better? And he's talking about how the practice tracks are, the manufacturers can't keep side-by-sides in stock, and they're like $15,000 new, and then, the practice tracks are always full of people, but no one's racing, and, trying to figure out why. So he's got some articles he's been posting about that have been kind of interesting, I thought, anyway, for the local scene. I don't know if Jason's gotten involved in it. I know he said he sent Weege an email today, but I posted some big long comment about what I think. So it's been interesting actually seeing the anytime you go down to Meadow Valley on a weekend, the place is packed full.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the racetrack and there's no one there. So trying to figure out, we just been talking about the factors that have been contributing to that, and I've been putting in my 2 cents.
I mean, I think for me, to me it makes sense. You can go to a practice track. Let's say you go to Meadow, and what is it, $25-$35?
Yeah. 35.
And you can ride all day, right? Or 10 to 4, whatever. Say it's 10 to 4, So I mean, yeah, it's not quite structured there, right? It's just kind of pay and rip around.
Yep, there's no structure at all.
So, I mean, you could, for $35, you could run 2 tanks of gas, You get a lot of riding done in, 7-8 hours or whatever it would be.
Yep.
Or,
well, that's what, I think that's my biggest thing with that, is that you're going to have a better value when you go to the practice track. You're going to get more for your dollars, and your dollars are better spent, because I think your riding skills are better served by going out and riding 50 to 100 laps at the practice track versus 12 laps at a racetrack. So,
right, yeah. I mean, you go. I think. Shoot, hang on a second. I think Jason's coming in. But yeah, you can go racing.
what the?
We'll see if he's coming. Maybe.
So it sounds like you wanted to come on.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Why are you guys so late? What the hell?
It's all right.
We had other things to do.
Oh, okay.
Did you get blown away? Everything okay?
No, I'm still here. I just found out that my house is the only house without power, so,
That's not
Sometimes you
good.
got to pay the power guy.
I got the generator running on the deck. I'm good.
Oh. Yeah, you don't need no power guy. Call Dakota Electric and tell him to go F himself.
Well, as tempting as that is, I don't have Dakota Electric here, so.
That makes sense. Why would you have a power company that's 2 miles from you?
I know, right?
But we were just talking about racing versus practice and that type of thing.
Okay.
But like Jeff was saying, like whatever Weege was an article on Racer X about all the practice tracks. They're pretty full, but yeah, race day the numbers aren't there. But but yeah, and just like my sense is just you can go to Meadow and pay say $35 and ride all day, or you can go Millville or Kellogg, and you're gonna spend I don't even know what it is to get in. Is it 35 still a class?
Yeah.
But then, you're gonna pay $35, and if you're racing just one class, and you're gonna get a couple laps of practice, and then 8 laps, 10 laps, and that's it.
Well, I guess as much as I agree with that argument, I disagree with it. Because I guess it's just a personal feeling, but going to Meadow Valley and riding and racing are two completely different things.
Right. Nope, and that makes total sense. That's what Matt was kind of saying in the chat room. He said, practice, might not always be fun either, but racing keeps it exciting. But like for me, I haven't ridden in a long time, so if say I wanted to get back into it, it's like, well, yeah, I could go line up and sign up and hope for the best, or I could work my way back into it or just start riding again. It's kind of a horse apiece, maybe. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think it has more to do with, and there's nothing really to blame for it. I think if you go back and look, obviously you guys are talking about the decline in the number of racers, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, we're talking about, basically the concept of the articles on Racer X is that a lot of people are buying bikes and riding bikes, they're just not racing.
Yeah. I think, my opinion on it, in this area anyway, to me it's more the fact that everybody that was racing in 2005, 2006, look at their age group. All those kids were very, very, very close to the same age at that time. All those guys ended up, out of school, out from under their parents' roofs, all at the same time. And whether it's because they realized how expensive it really was, or, got into other things, or whatever, just real life took over, I think that has more to do with it than anything. I think you can say, yeah, it costs so much more now, which, I don't know, does it? Obviously it does, but in the grand scheme of things, I think if you wanted to go racing, you're going to pay to go racing regardless.
I agree with you there.
Well, and
the other issue to me is plain and simple, the competition is not there, which it's obviously it's not going to be if half of your riders disappear. The competition isn't going to be there anymore. So I think it's it's a catch-22 because of the fact that there isn't as many riders, there isn't any competition. The only way to get competition back is to bring more riders.
I think the wrench in the argument that it's too expensive or bikes are whatever, bikes this, bikes that, is people are still, like, the practice tracks are booming. Meadow Valley's never been busier. And business model going. You know, you can show up when you want, you can leave when you want, you can put in as many laps as you want. It's not racing, but for a lot of guys, racing isn't what it used to be. It's not that much fun because it doesn't mean much to beat 4 guys or to go and race against 4 guys. It's not that much fun. So I think a lot of it boils down to, it's like, why go spend 9-10 hours at a track, or 8 hours, however long you're there, ride 12 laps, and, you know, for me, it's a little different for you because you're kind of in a minority, I guess, I feel like, because you don't have, you know, you're in the vet class, but you don't have a family that you spend the weekend with. So for me, that's a decision to make, whether I spend the weekend with my family or try to get them to go to the races. But for them, it's boring to go to the races because it's all day long and, you know, 20 minutes of fun for 8 hours. But I think you're right. For us locally, we did have a huge influx of people come in the, I don't know if it was early 2000s or when it was, but that's when I got into it, and it seemed like it was exploding then. But
if you look at that time, I mean, honestly, the races were the place to be for that whole group that was, you know, 5 to 10 years younger than we are. That's where they all were on the weekends. I mean, anybody in, you know, Farmington probably isn't the best example, but cripes, we had between 50 and 60 riders in Farmington alone at that time. And if there was a race at Millville, all those people were there, and they brought other people with them. I mean, Millville was a party on Saturday night, and it was because of basically DCL and everybody that they brought with. So that atmosphere isn't there anymore, and it's kind of a good thing because, you know, we don't have the all-night parties in the pits anymore, but you know, it's just a completely different ball game now. And I think to base what's going on now on that period of time, you know, I think it was more a freak of nature than it was that we can base anything on it. I guess I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, boy. I was trying to think, because even now, like, what's, like, the 250C, they haven't had a double drop in a long time, right? Like, I remember, like, 125C was just chaos, man. You'd have
it used to be 2 full gates.
Yeah. Yep. But, I don't know what it is, but.
Well, it's my other point, and you know, I did send an email off to Wygant today, as I know Jeff wrote a response too. And I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse, but just basically my main point to him was, you know, the tracks aren't what they used to be, and I think that's somewhat of an issue. You know, you look at, why do we have so many guys going and racing enduros and racing hair scrambles and that? You know, I think that has something to do with it as well.
The only thing I don't like about the enduro is I really don't want to hit a tree. And I feel if I were to try that, that's more than likely what's going to happen.
The thing I don't like about enduros is you have to be on time. You can't be early. You can't be late. What fun is that?
Oh, shoot.
I don't know how you could even I don't know how it's possible for enduro to take away riders from moto, because to me, enduro seems like about the most boring thing on earth.
Yeah, and I think to say that enduros are taking riders away, I don't agree with that, but I think hair scrambles definitely are. You know, that's a little bit different. A little bit different ball game.
Most of them use what do you call it? Part of the moto track, so at least there's some jumps and stuff. But I just don't get into
this could be way out of like left field, but to me, like when you say hair scramble or enduro, like to me that is more me versus the track and not everyone else, if that makes sense. You know, like I would be trying just to do the best that I could, and where I fall is where I fall in, you know. But I don't know. It does look fun though. I think it'd be neat to try. But never done one.
I don't think it's. I mean, I don't even think you can say, well, that's the reason why numbers are down in motocross. Numbers are down completely across the board. You know, we'll get numbers again on Wednesday night for this year as far as District 23 members total. But last meeting, I think we were still, I want to say we were still like 200 short of last year at this time. So, I mean, the numbers are down regardless.
Right. Let's see. What'd you think of Dungy's little get off? Jeez.
Well, it was what it was.
Seemed did you guys hear or read anything on, were they close to calling that race, you think, that second moto?
No, I don't think so.
I know there was that a tornado warning or something, and I seen they're on like a little bit of delay, but man, it was just freaking poor, and I was like, oh, this is not well.
Well, it's pretty hard for them to go from saying, this is motocross, we race no matter what, to, oh, sorry, race is canceled.
Yeah.
It rained a little bit.
I don't know if it was a little bit.
Well, it was nowhere near as bad as last year.
Yeah, when it was flooding. Shoot. Okay, so what? There's a district meeting coming up. Is that what I got out of you there?
Wednesday night.
How's all that been going?
I don't know. About normal, I think. Nothing too exciting going on that I know about. They did finally pretty much repeal the whole backgrounds rule, which not happy about.
Not being enforced.
Yeah,
Well, it basically came back and said it's not enforceable, which it's really not if you can't make everybody do it. It's to me, it's just the way that it makes us look completely powerless and really stupid now. That, hey, we passed this rule, nobody's following it, so let's just forget about it. I mean, that's how people are perceiving it. That's not how it happened. It happened because the AMA basically came in and said, there's no way to enforce it. You can't do that.
I kind of wonder here how long the local district is going to have, is going to provide an advantage to all these promoters. And I wonder if these promoters are looking at it and thinking, why are we, you know, I guess the whole idea, at least in my opinion, behind a sanctioning body is to try to provide a customer base for these promoters and to be a neutral party that can make and enforce rules so the promoters don't need to do it. But you got so many people that aren't doing district, you know, a district series, I guess, and it's really split into two series anyway with competing weekends. At what point are they going to say, I'm just waiting for one of them to back out and say, I'm done. I'm done of the district. I'm on my own. And
this wouldn't be the first area to have that happen.
well,
I think right now
have multiple tracks,
it's,
so they've
it's
got
still pretty. Yeah, it's still pretty strong right now. Without the district in Minnesota, I really think it would be anarchy. We'd be basically like Texas in no time. Right now, the promoters are all doing a really nice job of, you know, keeping things consistent at every track and, you know, all getting along great, and that's awesome. But I'm not sure that that would happen without a governing body in place.
Well, I mean, I guess.
And for right now, they're putting just as much back into it as they're taking from the district. So, I mean, the promoters have really banded together this year and tried to put a better product out there for the riders.
I wonder, though, you know, if we see, I don't know how many of them try to make a living at it. I don't know if any of them do at this point. I guess probably Millville's got a good base. They can probably, I'm sure that's their main source of income. But, you know, at one point, do the guys decide either they got to try something different if they're going to make a living at it, or they're just not going to do it anymore? Or...
Well, I can tell you there was one, not going to name names, that has already been at that point once. And as far as I know, there is only one track in the state that is basically self-maintaining, or that is, you know, that is their livelihood. Otherwise, they're all running other businesses or have other things going on.
No good.
Well, and you think about some of these I mean, obviously, okay, so like Cadlex, for instance, they have kids that ride, have for years, but once, you know, their kids don't have, they had a vested interest in it with their children, you know, buying that property. They've got kids that race. They obviously were into it. I wonder how long that sustains them, I guess, or keep that, you know, maybe Dale's that into it that, you know, he's going to continue it long after his kids are moved on to the rest of their lives or whatever. So I just wonder. It's just interesting to me to see the evolution of it all and see if there's things that can be done. It seemed for a long time lately that the district has been much more open, it seems like, to trying new things, which is good. It's encouraging. But for a long time, I felt like they were set in their ways and not interested at all in trying something new. I think they all felt that, hey, we've been around for 40 years or whatever, we're going to be just fine. It's just a cycle, you know. It's just a downturn, and it'll come back. And then as the economy's improved, I don't know if it's really come back. So.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
We always talked about how it was such a blue-collar sport, and the trades, you know, all the people in the trades business were the ones that were keeping it afloat because that's the type of people that do it. But here we are where the trades are busier than ever. The guys are basically telling, you know, they can make up their own wage because they're in such high demand. So the discretionary income, in theory, should be there, but it isn't. Or it's not being spent at the races, one of the two. So...
Well, I think also, you know, kind of off on another tangent, you know, we each kind of made comment in one of those articles about the training facilities, and I honestly believe that those are also probably pulling riders away, because you can't even consider getting to a factory level now without putting all your eggs in one basket and going to a training facility. There, you know, it's not like it used to be where you got where you wanted to be by racing.
No, that makes sense. I don't know who in the heck it was I was talking to, because it was a lot of times, you know, like when I was racing, it was like you worked during the week and you rode maybe Saturday practice and then raced on Sunday, or maybe you didn't even ride anywhere, you know. You were just showing up on Sunday and racing, and yeah, like you said, you gotta commit, and you gotta commit a lot.
See, I want to go back to riding one night a week and then racing on Sunday. I think that was the way to do it. Unfortunately, we don't have anywhere to do that anymore in this area.
Dang it.
Unless you want to take your life into your own hands on a private track somewhere.
If anyone wants to build one, come on out and build one. You just got to finish my landscape work first. Clear my landscaping, and then you can build a track out back here.
You can build some step-ups over those boulder walls.
Yeah. Better not come up short.
Those won't be dangerous at all.
It'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh, shoot. All right, guys. We were ready. What was that, Jeff?
Pull the plug.
Yeah, we were ready to shut her down, Jason, when I got your text.
Oh, I apologize.
We blame you for this.
You could have just said the hell with you. We're killing it. How was Jake?
He's good. I felt bad. I didn't have. We were just talking. Everyone, just busy with life and everything else, and I had a few things kind of written down, but yeah, I didn't quite have as much as I wanted planned out for him. But no, he was pretty good.
Damn it!
I know. That's okay.
Damn it! Anyway.
Anyone care to
All right.
to leave the podcast with their best Redbud? Anybody?
I don't get
No.
the thing, so I'm not really into it. I've never been there, so I don't really know how to do it.
By halfway.
I'm never going there because I don't want to hear it 8 million times.
He was gonna say by halfway through the day, you are so sick of people yelling Redbud. But
That reminds me of what are those things called? The vuvuzelas from soccer. I don't know why, but those things are like super annoying too, and I'm sure that stupid Redbud chant gets that way too.
Are you talking like those thunder stick things?
Oh, those little horns that they have at soccer, you blowing like. They're just a little plastic horn. I think they're called vuvuzelas.
Crazy.
They are rather annoying.
That's how I feel about your Redbud.
All right, no Redbud chants from the Talkin Moto crew. That's okay. All right, guys.
Did you hook up with the big MX last weekend? Or last Monday?
Well, yes. And we didn't even do the podcast on Monday.
Oh.
But no, it was pretty good. Yeah, we talked on Monday, I think, for like 3 hours. It's pretty funny.
Damn.
And then we were just kind of, shooting the shit back and forth, and then didn't even realize it was getting late because, like, it was completely different than, like now I'm kind of watching the computers and stuff, and yeah, we were just kind of BSing back and forth, and I was laying out some ads and some other stuff, and all of a sudden it was like 11:30, and I'm like, it's like, you want to just try this a different night? So, but no, it was a good time. So
cool.
But yeah, I don't know why our off-air stuff I thought was pretty good, but like as soon as I knew he was recording, I don't know.
You clammed up like a rookie.
Yeah, I'm like, I listened to it. He sent me the file, so I got to get it uploaded, but he's got it up on his website, and yeah, I was like, God, I could just tell, like, maybe I was just nervous all of a sudden, which I don't know why, but no, it was fun. Kind of bounced a few ideas off each other, and yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Sweet.
But all right, boys, I'm hungry. Time to eat.
All right. I got electricity again, so I'm going to go down to the basement and get something done.